Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, and I'm here today to talk with you about finding a job as a Gen Zer. I know it can be tough, but I want to offer you some advice, tips that will help you land your position. Now, let's start off with the premise that you're looking for a job. You're part of a generation that's more tech savvy, more entrepreneurial, more socially conscious than any before you. You're facing a job market that's more competitive than ever. What do you do? So, I've got some advice for you. And let me just preface this by saying if you're in a situation where you're pre college and you have an aptitude for math and hard science, dig in deep, switch directions, go toward that because artificial intelligence, I'm not talking about ChatGPT per se, but AI is going to shape so much of work going forward. And these areas, math, science, biology, physics, are going to be things that are going to be impacted differently and more advantageously for you. So, again, if you're before college, you have that option. But let's say you're out of college, you're out of school. What can you do? And the first thing is highlight your digital skills. You grew up with this technology. You have strong digital skills. Be sure you highlight these on your resume and in your cover letter because employers are looking for people who can use technology to solve problems and improve efficiency and sometimes tell them what to do. Number two is get involved with internships and volunteer work. They offer you a great way to get experience and learn new skills. They can also help you network with people in your field. So when you're looking for internships and volunteer opportunities, be sure to focus on organizations that are relevant to your career goals. Number three is be creative. Don't just rely on job boards. Get creative by attending industry events, networking with people on LinkedIn, reaching out to companies directly. The more people you know, the more likely you are to hear about positions. Fourth is don't be afraid to negotiate. If you're offered a job, don't be afraid to negotiate your salary and sometimes your benefits. You're known for being more confident and assertive than previous generations, so use this to your advantage. And if that isn't you, do the best you can. Watch my video called The Easiest Way to Negotiate a Higher Salary for Yourself because it will give you a very gentle way of doing negotiation if you're not someone who could be more aggressive. The last point I want to make is be yourself. And by that, I always talk about risking everything. So often people go on interviews. It's not just about Gen Z, it's about all demographics. They go on interviews and they're nice and they're polite and they're not themselves. Be authentic. Be you. Don't try to act in a particular way because your parents told you that you're supposed to act this way. Employers want to hire people who are genuine and passionate about your work. And I just want to relate a story about someone who I helped who graduated college right before the pandemic. So a lot of the job search got wiped out. And when he went interviewing, he had not found anything for 9, 10 months. And he was asked on the interview, what are you looking for? And he said, I'm not looking for a high pressure environment, but one where I can do good work and get mentorship. And his mom and dad shook their heads. Oh, not the right answer, but it was. It was a mature answer that identified what his personal needs were. And if he wasn't hired, he would have been okay with that, even if they weren't. So risk it all by saying the truth about what you want and what you need. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. My website is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog, go exploring. There's just a lot there to help you. And when you get to a point where you need even more help, I'm going to point you to my video courses, books, and guides. The video courses, particularly around interviewing, are very good. And if you need advice from me, you can schedule time for what I call trusted advisor services, where I answer people's questions. Also, if you want coaching throughout your job search, you can schedule time for a free discovery call to evaluate me, or schedule time for coaching, which I'll obviously charge for. Lastly, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day and be great.